and welcome back. If this is your first time, I hope you'll stay. Espero que te quedes. So today, we're doing some translations using some phrases and sentences taken from Michael Jackson interviews. So, you know, well, at least if you've been here for a while, you'll know that I'm a massive fan of using music to help us on our way to fluency in Spanish. And so, instead of a song, I thought, why not an interview? Everyone and their grandmother, as they say in Spanish, know who Michael Jackson is or was. And at least they have a favorite song or a favorite quote or something related to Michael Jackson. Raise your hand if you don't know the name Michael Jackson. If you've raised your hand, I'm guessing you're from a very far, far away planet, right? On this planet, everywhere in the world, Michael Jackson is a name we all know. Por cierto, by the way, ¿has visto la película nueva de Michael Jackson? Have you seen the Michael Jackson movie? It's #1 at the moment at box office. Taquillas. Let me know. I'm starting with a very short sentence and then we'll gradually get a little bit more complicated. But before I start, I want you to do this exercise on your own. I want you to write down these 5 sentences, these 5 phrases, and see if you are able to translate them on your own in Spanish. And afterwards, pause the video and check to see how well you did. And remember, with translation, you don't have to have the exact same thing as I do or somebody else, because we all translate a little bit differently. I might choose to say one word and you might choose to use another. They are all valid, providing they're synonyms for the same word. And we get the gist of what is being said. So, the first sentence is this. Well, most of my songs are fast. Translate that on your own. Number 2, you have to like it to be in it so long. Or you'd go crazy. It's so much fun. We've been traveling the world and making records and just having a great time. I think that's going to be more or less quite easy to translate for everyone. Those first 2 at least. Number 3, we weren't wealthy, but we weren't poor. My father always prepared everything for the family, as well as my mother. Saying so that his dad was a provider, but his mom was also there to provide. Okay. Number 4, I believe in God. Absolutely. And he says absolutely twice. Absolutely. Absolutely. Very much. So here, because it's the same word in English, you might choose to use different ways of expressing that, because there are probably 4 or 5 ways of saying absolutamente, absolutely in Spanish. So you choose. When I'm translating it, I'm going to change it up, so I have 2 different versions. You can use the same if you want. Okay, and number 5, my purpose. Oh boy. I think to give in the best way I can, through song and through dance and through music. I mean, I'm committed to my art. Stop. Pause the video right there, people. Translate on your own and come back later and we will do it together. Or at least you can compare notes. Okay? Now we're going to translate together.
Well, most of my songs are fast.
The word for well, pues. Or you might have even said bueno. Bueno or pues. Whichever you have, it's fine. It is fine. One or the other. Most of my songs are fast. Most of my songs, la mayoría de mis canciones, son rápidas. Rápidas because canción is feminine and plural. So most of my songs, la mayoría, de mis canciones, canciones, plural, son rápidas. ¿Ok? Rápidas. La mayoría de mis canciones son rápidas. How did you do? Be honest, right? We're testing ourselves. This is not an exam. So key phrases to remember here. The majority. La mayoría. Okay? Canciones. Songs. In plural, canciones. Singular, we're talking about one song. Canción. La canción. Remember that canción is feminine, so it has a la. Okay? Perfect. Because it has a la, guys, this is why it's rápidas and not rápidos. We have to try and remember our noun and adjective agreements. Okay, brilliant, guys. Okay, let me know how you do down below. I really want to know. So number 2, we have, you have to like it.
To being it this long. Yeah. Or you go crazy. It's so much. We've been traveling the world and making records and just having a great time.
Te tiene que gustar. Okay? You have to like it. Te tiene que gustar. Te tiene que gustar. Para estar en esto tanto tiempo. Okay? Para estar, to be, para estar en esto tanto tiempo. So much time, literally. Tanto tiempo. So long. Okay, sometimes you have to try not to translate word for word, but find a phrase that sounds more natural. Estar en esto tanto tiempo. To be in this for so long. To be in it for so long. Okay? Or you'd go crazy. That or in Spanish is just that o. 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 Te volverías loco. You would go crazy. Te volverías loco. Volverse loco. Okay? O te volverías, remember reflexive, te volverías, volver, conditional, te volverías loco. If you were a girl, you would say loca. O te volverías loco. Repeat. Te volverías loco. You'd go crazy. Te volverías loco. I love that phrase for you. Not that I want you to go crazy, but it's good to know how to say that. It's so much fun. Es divertidísimo. Okay? Es remember, divertido is fun. Accent on the I, simo. So this, when you put simo, emo, and the end, it's saying very, very much. Extremely, extremely fun. So that's what we would say. Es divertidísimo. It's a lot of fun. Super fun. Divertidísimo. I love these words that end in ísimo to show extremely, extreme. Okay, it's extremely fun. Super fun. Love that for you guys. We've been traveling the world. Okay? Hemos estado, we've been, hemos, so the present perfect, hemos estado, we have been, hemos estado, we have been, viajando por el mundo. Por el mundo. We've been traveling the world. Hemos estado viajando por el mundo. Hemos estado viajando por el mundo. I would love to be traveling the world right now. But instead, I'm here with you beautiful people. That's fun as well. Divertidísimo. And making records. So, records refiere a la música, los discos. So, okay, so we're going to say, y haciendo, making discos. Discos, records. Y haciendo discos. Okay? Me encanta. And just having a great time. And just would be y simplemente pasándolo bien. Okay, and just, y simplemente, and just, y simplemente, pasándolo genial. O bien, whichever you want to say. Y simplemente pasándolo bien. Y simplemente pasándolo bien. That is it. That is it, guys. I love these sentences for you. I'm curious to see how similar or how different your translation is to mine. Okay? Pasándolo genial. Oh, and an accent on the A. Pasándolo bien. Pasándolo bien. We have to work on our accents there. Okay, fantastic. So that was number 2. I feel as though we're taking quite a long time, so we're going to speed it up a little bit. We're going to go over to number 3. It's probably going to be a tad easier for most of you to translate, especially year 9 and above. Let's see. We weren't wealthy. Okay, so
We weren't wealthy, but we weren't poor. My father always prepared for the family, and as well as my mother.
you can if you want. No éramos, we weren't. No éramos, we weren't. No éramos ricos, we weren't wealthy. No éramos ricos, okay? We weren't rich, we weren't wealthy, okay? But we weren't poor. Pero tampoco éramos pobres. But, I'm not going to put tampoco because tampoco means either. We weren't poor either, but it doesn't really say that. It just sounds better in Spanish. Pero no éramos pobres. Remember plural because it's a family. No éramos pobres is nosotros, is us, is we. So we have to put it in plural. No éramos ricos, pero no éramos pobres. I like that. I think that's the case for most of us. We are not rich, but we are not poor, right? It's all a state of mind. We're not rich, but we're not poor. Though we're extremely rich in some contexts. I consider myself very rich. I have a family. I have food that I love. I have nature. I have so many things that for me is wealth. What's wealth for you? I think that's a great question. Okay. My father always, mi padre, this is what everyone will know this sentence. Mi padre siempre, this is a basic sentence. Siempre, not siempre. We're not from, you know, the people who will say L instead of R. I'm not picking on anyone. Don't come for me, people, don't. Okay, mi padre siempre preparaba todo. Prepared. Preparaba todo for the family. Para la familia. As well as my mother. Tanto como mi madre. Okay? Tanto como mi madre. So I think here he's saying, my dad prepared everything, but my mom also did the same. Okay? So, tanto como mi madre. Okay? Love that. Right, you guys. Let's move on to the 4th, which is a nice short one for you, I think. I'm running out of chalk. I have to get some more chalk. Right. I believe in God. Absolutely. Absolutely. Very much.
Here, I believe in God. Absolutely. Absolutely. Very much.
Yo creo. Who doesn't love that expression or who doesn't know that expression? Raise your hand. Put your hand down. You knew that. Yo creo. You don't have to put the yo, but you can. Creo en Dios. Okay? Creo en Dios. And so he said, absolutely. So you can say totalmente. You can say absolutamente. And one of the most popular way of saying absolutely is por supuesto. So, since there are 2 absolutelys, you could say Por supuesto. Por supuesto. Okay? I believe, por supuesto que creo en Dios. Okay? Very much, muchísimo. Muchísimo. Remember accent on the first I. Muchísimo. Muchísimo. Ah. Okay, very good. So, creo en Dios. Totalmente. Por supuesto. Muchísimo. I think that sentence sounds better when you change one of the absolutes. So yeah, that is it. Let's move on to the final sentence. What's my purpose in this life? ¿Cuál es mi propósito? Yeah, what's my reason for being? Mi propósito? My purpose? Mi propósito? Pregunta? Where does the accent go? Propósito has an accent. Where does it go? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Boom. Okay, you're right. On the second O, okay? Propósito. Propósito. Okay? Fantastic. Moving on. Oh boy. Oh boy. You can translate it several different ways.
My purpose? Oh boy, I think to give in the best way I can through song and through dance and through music. I mean, I am committed to my art.
In Spanish, say oof a lot. Boy, you wouldn't say niño. Most natural thing I would say is bueno or oof, vaya, como vaya pregunta, ¿no? So, vamos a decir oof, vaya. It's like you would use that when you don't quite know what to say in the moment. Oof, vaya. Let me think for a bit. Okay, I think, yo creo, or pienso, creo, whichever you got is fine. Muletillas, translate it as you wish. Give. Give is dar, no? But maybe you could put also servir, which is to serve. It's the same idea. Servir. No, it's to give, to serve, to give. It's literally to give, which is dar, but that sentence I think sounds natural to serve, because you're here to give your service to the world, right? So you choose. What would you put? Okay? So, the best way I can, de la mejor manera que puedo. The best way, en el mejor modo que puedo. So the best way I can. Again, several ways of translating this. En el mejor modo que puedo. Okay? Through song, through the several ways of saying this, but I'm going to use a través de. Okay? Through. So here. A través de. Okay? A través de. Through. So, a través de del canto, song. No canciones, sino song. The noun, song, as in the idea, the art form, song, canto. It's a bit different from song, a song that you sing, but the genre, el canto. Del canto, a través, again, through, el baile, dance, el baile o la danza as well, y por la música. Y a través de la música. De la música. Accent on the U. We always get our accents. Okay? A través de la música. I love that. And the last part, I mean, I'm committed to my art. I mean, quiero decir, I mean, I'm committed to my art. Quiero decir, quiero decir, I mean. Can you see it? Quiero decir, estoy, I think that's too low. I'm going to put it at the top. Estoy completamente dedicado a mi arte. Okay, so that is not quite the literal translation, but it sounds a little deeper. Okay, so I'm committed to my art. It's saying that you're dedicated to it, body and soul. Estoy completamente dedicado a mi arte. How beautiful is that? Ah, love it. That is it, guys. Let me know how you got on and if you'd like to see more of these types of videos. And with that, I'm going to leave you until next time. And remember, it doesn't matter if you're black or white. I love that song. I can't sing though. I'm going to go before the spirit of Michael Jackson slaps me for singing really terribly. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.